I do remember the first time I had it, though. I was at your house, and your mom gave me a slice. And I was like, what is this? I never had it.
That is so strange. I'm just like, isn't this a staple?
I was like 19 or something, 20. And I'm like, what is this? I've never had this before.
That is my Thanksgiving hot take. Hello and welcome back to the Nuanced AF podcast. I'm Juan.
I'm Lex.
And we are two highly empathetic people that are always trying to find the nuance in everything because everything is nuanced AF. Lex, guess what's coming up?
Thanksgiving.
Thanks motherfucking giving. And I am excited for the food.
Yeah.
And what I have planned for us to start off this episode is last episode we ranked or we gave some of our top favorite Halloween candies and bottom Halloween candies. This time we're going to be doing a blind ranking of Thanksgiving foods.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to give you a list of foods and you're not going to know what the other foods are and you're going to have to place that you're going to have to rank that without knowing which these other ones are.
Oh.
So I have 10 here. Oh. So it'll be 1 to 10. 1 being your favorite and 10 being
the least
favorite.
Okay. We'll see.
And so yeah.
I love Thanksgiving food.
You gotta be careful because if we're at the end and the last one is happens to be your favorite one and you've not used number 10, which is your worst ranking.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's what's going to happen. But
yeah, you gotta be careful.
Well, without further ado, shall we get into it? Let's do it. Okay. Starting off with probably the most popular Thanksgiving food.
Okay.
Turkey.
Okay.
Where do you rank that from 1 to 10? 10 being your least favorite, 1 being your
Turkey's
most
mid.
favorite. Mid, okay.
So it's 5.
You want to go 5?
Yeah,
okay. I'll write
5.
that down real quick.
Yeah.
Turkey is number 5. Okay. All right. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Next, we have pumpkin pie.
Okay. Pumpkin pie. 7.
Okay. All right. At 7. A little bit lower than
Are we
turkey.
doing me first and then you?
Well, we're just doing you because I know what's on here.
Okay,
so
that's
that
fair.
the blind ranking wouldn't...
That's fair.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter to me. Sorry.
I still want to know.
Well, I can rank these without blind ranking them.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we can do that afterwards. All right. Then we have pecan pie.
Okay, pecan pie.
Which does not get a lot of love. I was searching Thanksgiving foods.
Does it not? I didn't.
It really does. Well, I mean, within our friend group, I was the one who introduced everyone to pecan pie. My white American friends had never had pecan pie.
Well, you've had pecan pie.
Yeah, so I'm just
what
the hell is this? Yeah, what?
Because of
Sam's Club.
Sam's Club.
But still.
That's fine. Well, to be fair, I didn't grow up having pecan pie either.
Yeah, see,
so I don't know why.
White folk, what's up with that?
I don't know. I didn't have pecan pie either. Well, that's not fair though, because my mom made apple crisp, so that was kind of different.
Yeah.
But yeah, pecan pie. Okay, so I did 5 for turkey. I did 7 for. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I do like pecan pie. I do.
How much though?
I do prefer pumpkin though over pecan, so I'll probably do. Okay, so do 8.
Okay.
Yeah. It's an 8.
Is an incredible injustice, but okay.
We'll see.
All right.
I don't know.
Next up, we have the green bean casserole.
Okay, green bean casserole, or just green beans. I guess green bean.
I have casserole specifically written down.
That goes under pecan pie.
So 9 or 10?
Do a 9.
9? Okay.
Can it not be on there? Is that possible?
No, you have to rank it.
Okay.
That's cheating.
I don't. I like green bean casserole, but I prefer regular green beans.
Okay.
So
All right.
okay,
Well,
like
everyone
meh.
at home listening, make a mental note of that. That's the asterisk.
Yeah, just like
there.
yeah.
All right. So next up, we have cranberry sauce.
I do like cranberry sauce, but like you don't like you eat it, but you don't like you put it on things. It's
I know.
it's like gravy.
This is a combination of like sides and like desserts and food.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think ahead and be like,
yeah.
what am I going to want to put first?
Yeah.
For the sake of the game, it goes at the bottom.
Number 10.
It goes at the bottom, even though I do like cranberry sauce.
Okay.
But like, for the sake of this, it goes there because I'm like, there are other things I like more than just cranberry sauce.
All right. Next up. Okay, so 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so pretty much the bottom half, except for number 6, is filled.
Mm-hmm.
So from here on out, it's most likely going to be in your top 5.
Yeah.
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 So next we have mac and cheese.
Ooh, mac and cheese.
For argument's sake, because I know people make mac and cheese all different ways. Let's say it's your favorite version of mac and cheese.
Okay. So it's like a solid 4.
All right.
I'm going with 4.
Just above turkey. All right. Next up, mashed potatoes.
Okay, mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 3.
3, okay.
Yeah, it's like 3. I love mashed potatoes.
All right, so 1, 2, and 6 are open.
Okay.
So next up we have sweet potatoes.
Oh, 6.
6? Okay.
Yeah, I like sweet potatoes, but not regular mashed potatoes wins, but I do like sweet potatoes.
All right, so these last 2 are going to be your top 2.
Okay.
So
I wonder if this is a true reflection of myself.
what? Do you have any guesses of what's coming?
It has to be stuffing. Stuffing needs to be on there.
Any other guesses?
What else? What else is there? I don't know. I don't know what else. Yes, we're hitting the heavy gravy, like maybe.
Well, next up is indeed stuffing.
Oh, number 1.
Number 1. All right.
Easy.
So then your number 2
is a gravy.
Is going to be apple crisp.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. that's
so.
I probably wouldn't have done apple crisp as number 2, but like
just how
it worked out.
How the cookie crumbles.
But like, it would have been pretty high up there. It would have been like, realistically, maybe a 6.
Now, I have to give a shout out to your mom.
To my mom's apple
because
crisp.
she is who introduced me to apple crisp.
Yeah. And now
since
you make
then,
it. Like, yeah. Now you do it.
Yeah. That and pecan pie for me. Do not make me choose between those 2 because I love them
They're
both.
so good.
I love them both. And apple crisp also is usually omitted from like lists of like Thanksgiving foods.
It's so good though. I don't know. And also like I've really only ever had it like my mom making it. Like I don't think I've ever had a friend.
Well, you've had me make it.
Oh yeah, you make it too.
With your help.
Yeah, with my help. But like if I ever went to like, we had like a Friendsgiving or whatever, like things like that.
Yeah.
Like that, I've never had like anyone make it. There have been like variations of like similar desserts, but more like bars.
Yeah.
Where like apple crisp isn't really a bar.
Yeah.
Like people will do like apple oat bars or something.
Yeah.
Things like that, but not like. Yeah, not like that where it's apple crisp. Like yeah.
I don't remember if it was like for Thanksgiving, but we went over to our friend's house. Oh, it might have been for Bill's birthday. Maybe. And I brought apple crisp.
Oh yeah.
His mom really liked it.
So good.
Really liked it a lot.
I wonder why. It's so good. I'm not big on baked apples either. I don't generally like baked apples, but I will have my mom's like apple crisp. Really, I guess it's fair to say it's my grandmother's recipe because my grandmother made it and my mom just makes that.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's good.
So your list, starting at number 10, we have cranberry sauce. Number 9, green bean casserole. Number 8, pecan pie. Number 7, pumpkin pie. Number 6, sweet potatoes. Number 5, turkey. Number 4, mac and cheese. Number 3, mashed potatoes. Number 2, apple crisp, and number 1 is stuffing.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that's all very true, except for I would move apple crisp down, but
fuck.
But like just a little bit, and not a lot, just a little bit.
Okay, so this is mostly representative.
Yeah, mostly representative of what I feel. Gravy's not on there though. That's funny.
I didn't know if I should put gravy on there because that's just like a sauce, but like so is cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce. So like I know cranberry sauce is very specific to Thanksgiving though, where gravy is not necessarily specific, but you have to have gravy with the mashed potatoes and the turkey. So
yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So it's like just as important.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
All right.
This was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what how I would rank everything. I think more or less like what you ranked it at. Except, pecan pie is definitely not going at number 8.
Yeah, I prefer pumpkin pie over pecan, but and they're very, very close for me. But I just grew up with pecan or pumpkin pie, so I think that the nostalgia wins out with that for me for sure. I do remember the first time I had it though. I was at your house and your mom gave me a slice, and I was like, "What is
a pecan?
Pecan pie?" Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, "What is this?" I never had it.
That is so strange. I'm just like, isn't this a staple?
I was like 19 or something, like 20, and I'm like, what is this? I've never had this before.
That is my Thanksgiving hot take. Pecan pie and apple crisp both leaps and bounds over pumpkin pie. I'm not a pumpkin person.
I love pumpkin situationally. Like in a muffin or a bread or a
I think
pie.
Pastry is like the best way for me to have pumpkin. Otherwise, don't put it in my coffee. Don't put it in a pie form.
See, I love pie. I prefer pie over cake though. So
okay,
I kind of pie over
There's
cake
a
supremacy.
this or that pie or cake.
Oh yeah, I will take pie any day of the week. Like yeah.
You know, fun lore. I one time asked my friends, I think it was because I'd shown them pecan pie. I was like, what is your favorite flavor of pie? And the day I did that, we created a Google Sheets list of like our list of like favorite things.
Yeah.
And it is a massive list that we keep adding on to like every year.
Yeah, there's always something to add.
Yeah.
And it just keeps on going.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not just favorite pie flavors. It's just favorites of anything.
Yeah, it's like Pokemon.
Pokemon. Favorite colors.
Yeah, favorite colors. Favorite like candy bars.
Favorite like I don't know, Harry Potter character.
Yeah, and it goes as specific as like like favorite lunch foods, like things like that. Like
and it all started because someone asked, or I guess I asked, what's your favorite flavor of pie?
Yeah, and that just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was fun. Mm-hmm. So let's move on to Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
All right. Another Thanksgiving themed one.
Naturally.
Am I the asshole for not prioritizing my girlfriend's tradition during Thanksgiving?
Okay. Let's see.
My girlfriend, 25 female, and I, 26 male, visited my parents for Thanksgiving, staying from Wednesday to Sunday. A couple weeks ago, she told me she likes to get Chinese food on Black Friday because her family used to do that, and it's a tradition she doesn't get to do anymore.
Oh,
initially,
that sounds fun, though.
Yeah. Initially, I dismissed it, saying we should eat leftovers since my mom likes us to stick around and eat with everyone. I also didn't want to leave others out, but she convinced me it was important, so I told my mom on Wednesday night that we want to go out on Friday. My mom was visibly upset. I looked to my girlfriend and asked if we could move it to Sunday instead. She agreed. Fast forward to Friday around 4:30 p.m. and she told me that she was upset that I didn't care about her feelings. I was confused, but I thought we had resolved it by moving it to Sunday. She said she still wanted to go out Friday, so I said, let's go. But then she said she didn't want to go anymore because she had eaten a big breakfast. I suggested we get takeout later, but she said it was fine and we didn't go. Later in the car, she had a mature conversation with me about needing to learn how to let go of things, and I thought that was the end of it. However, this morning, Sunday, she brought it up again and said she was still upset that I dismissed her feelings. She also revealed that this tradition is tied to her late grandfather, who passed away 3 years ago, and that's why it was so meaningful. She said she thought we were making fun of her for wanting Chinese food, which we weren't. I told her I wished she'd said something earlier because we absolutely would have gone if I'd known how important it was to her. She says she's not mad at me now, but I still feel like she is. She also said I should have read between the lines. I feel like I tried to make it work on Friday and genuinely thought we had a plan on Sunday. Did I mess this up? Am I the asshole?
I don't think he's the asshole, but I don't think she is either. I think if you're going to a place like there's that's not your own family home, I think there's an expectation that you will adhere to more or less to their traditions. But I think that, given like the circumstances with her like grandfather, I do think that like that could have, I think she could have explained things better.
Yeah.
To make it understood like why that's an important thing for her.
Yeah.
I don't think she's the asshole, but I don't think he is either.
Yeah. So I think I was pretty much there with you initially. The comment section surprised me because they are pretty much unanimous in saying that he is the asshole.
Oh, wow.
And I think the first response is where I now side with.
Okay, interesting.
Here's what the first response says. Initially, I was going to say you weren't in the wrong, but after rereading it, I have to say you are the asshole.
Okay.
First off, you initially dismiss her tradition, expecting her to completely abide by your family's traditions and schedules. She's a human being with an actual past, not some prop that was created just to fulfill a role in your life. Then when you guys did come to a compromise, you let your mom emotionally manipulate you into doing what she wanted and disregarding what your girlfriend wanted yet again. A lot of people have been saying that he eventually agreed to go, but that was after he initially completely dismissed it, his words, and she had to explain to him that it was important to her. He then put her in a situation where she basically had to acquiesce to his mom.
Like concede.
Okay,
basically.
by putting her on the spot. And when she later tried to explain that she felt unheard and wanted to have a conversation about that, that's when he agreed to go again. Every time he acknowledged her feelings, she had to get upset first. That's not how a healthy relationship works. She shouldn't have to get emotional to be heard.
I do see that.
Yeah, so some things to kind of like key in on. It seems like from the way he worded it, now it could be different. It could be it could have been a different situation, but he said specifically, I told my mom on Wednesday night that we wanted to go out on Friday. My mom was visibly upset. I looked to my girlfriend and asked if we could move it to Sunday instead. She agreed. A lot of people are saying that from the way that's worded, it's like he asked his girlfriend in front of his mom to change the plans, which puts her in a predicament.
In the hot seat.
Yeah, to basically, she can't say no because it's right in front of her mom.
Yeah.
His mom, sorry.
His mom. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so that's fair. A fair point. For sure. Like, I don't know. That's hard because I feel like there is definitely an in between of like, you do need to respect like everyone's traditions, and acknowledge that there are different traditions like on different, on even like the same holiday basically. So
yeah.
So there's that. But so like, and I get him if he's never had to deal with anything like that before, like the back and forth, like where he would be like unsure of like the footing of things. Yeah. And so it's like, but it's a shame that it's like something that could have been like, worked out.
Yeah.
Prior, like now she's feeling a type of way and she probably is like more hurt than she's like letting on.
Yeah.
She's just saying she's not mad because she like realizes that she shouldn't be mad because they had this discussion, but she still has those feelings. So it's like, you have those feelings, that's valid.
I feel like I initially was like, well, when she was explaining the thing, how the tradition was tied to her late grandfather.
Yeah.
I was like, well, how was he supposed to know that? Like she should have communicated that.
Yeah.
But then other people in the responses were saying that like, hey, she initially told you that this was an important tradition to her.
That should have been enough.
That should have been enough.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, that's fair.
Like, the additional context, like, definitely does matter.
Yeah.
But I think that, like, just her saying period, that's important to me, should have been a thing. And I think what should have probably happened is more of, like, a whole, because this involves the whole family. Like, whether you like to say that or not, like, her coming in and being invited in, like, that is involving his family, obviously, because, like, the mom is clearly, like, making the dinner or, like, whatever. And so, like, that needs to be, they all need to be included in this in some way, or, like, or he needs to have expressed to his mother directly, like, hey, this is important to her, like, I need you to understand that. Like, that should have been, like, a separate conversation, like, without her there. Yeah, like,
I do think a majority of the responses are maybe harping a little bit too much on the mom, making her out to be, like, this really controlling figure. I don't see that quite yet. I'm not saying it's not possible.
I think it's just because a lot of mother-in-laws, that does happen, that dynamic. I think
there's maybe a little bit of projection there.
A little bit. I think that's not clear from what he said.
Yeah.
But I can see how you're reading between those lines.
Yeah.
Potentially. Yeah. I don't think that that's, like, a wrong thing to think, but we just don't have all the information.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't jump to that right away.
Yeah, that's a conclusion that you're jumping to.
It's just more of a possibility in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, if he then said, like, oh, my mom hates my girlfriend, then I'd be like, okay, well, she probably doesn't want to, doesn't care about your girlfriend's traditions. So, I mean, I think that then that's a fair assumption.
Yeah.
But he didn't, like, outright say that.
Yeah, I think I was only sensing that, like, oh, she was maybe just a little bit upset because, like
things were changing.
Like,
their traditions were changing. Yeah. Which I think is also valid feelings.
Well, other people point out, like, hey, you got, like, a week with your family. Give your girlfriend this one day, this one
thing.
This one thing that is really important to her. And I'm just like, okay, that's also fair.
I think that's also fair. Like, I think it just could have been handled better. Like, just period. I feel like that's a lot of
things.
A lot of these is, like, it could have been handled.
It could have been handled better.
Yeah. And, like, they said, well, they're, like, 25.
Yeah, 25, 26.
That's still pretty young.
Yeah.
To be, like, I feel like that's kind of when you start to, like, get into those, like, dynamics of things.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening and, like, families and, like, how do each family.
I also don't know how long they've been together. That wasn't stated. Yeah.
So. I think that does matter a bit in this particular situation, because if they were together, like, a year or less, like, her traditions still matter regardless. But I do think that I can see why, like, maybe he didn't know about that already, like, why that wasn't, like, a thing. But if this person, they've been together for, like, 3+ years, I would be like, well, weird she didn't bring that up before, because, like, if her grandfather has been gone for 3 years, that's giving, like, he and she have not been, like, they have not been because then he would have already known about that. And you know what I mean, like, so it's giving they haven't been together very long. But if this was an extended circumstance where they've been together for a while, I would be like, my guy, like, what are you doing? Like, I would be a little bit more, like, harsher, I think. Yeah. Because this seems like a newer relationship. Like, you should have had the dynamics weeded out a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go as far as to say he was the asshole. Mm-hmm. But
maybe a jerk. Like, you're kind of a jerk a little bit.
I was going to say soft asshole, but okay.
Yeah, soft asshole.
Asshole light.
Yeah, asshole light. Like, I'm just like, yeah, you're a little,
well, we have one small update that says, update, thanks for the feedback. I apologize to my girlfriend, and we're okay.
Oh, well, that's good at least.
So,
well, at least he apologized.
Yeah.
That makes him less of an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, I think everything about this reads to me like he's coming from an honest, good faith place. Of, like, wanting to be like, am I actually in the wrong here? Please let me know. So if I am, I'll apologize.
Yeah, he's not like fishing for like, oh, I'm right and like a superiority and stuff. It's more like I don't really know. Like I need an outside perspective.
He seems to be presenting this in a fair way of, and not just fluffing up his side.
Yeah. And I get how in that, in relationships, like you're going to make mistakes, like especially early on. Like I feel like these are fair things. These mistakes are fair to make in a relationship because it's like navigating holidays is hard enough, and then adding like a relationship to the mix makes it even more difficult because you're trying to like balance caring about your traditions but then caring about others' traditions as well. And like sometimes you tip one side more than the other. I feel like that's always like a hard balance to strike.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad he was able to see everyone's responses and take it take it well, be humble about it, and apologize to his girlfriend, and hopefully they are okay.
Yeah, hopefully that's like accurate.
Yeah. Let's take a little break, and then when we come back, we'll do some TikToks to end it out.
Cool.
All right. Hey friends, hope you're enjoying this episode. This is normally where an ad would be, but you're in luck. It's just little old me. So I guess this episode is sponsored by us. In case this is your first time here, welcome. We started this podcast because we wanted to eventually do this full time and have this support us. But for right now, we're actually trying to fund our wedding. Lex and I have been together for 10 years now and engaged for a couple years. And with expenses unfortunately showing no signs of dropping, it's safe to say that weddings are costly, to say the least. So if you like what we're doing and want to support us, you can subscribe to our Patreon, you can buy us a coffee, or you can simply share and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much in advance and enjoy the rest of the episode. And welcome back, everyone. Back from the break. All right, so let's do some TikToks. As always, I will let you choose from this list.
Okay.
You can't. Let's choose two. So,
Okay.
I know I have some already like pre-linked here, but all these are fair game as well.
Okay. Okay. Let's do LOL at the end of sentences.
Okay.
I know that one's been there a hot minute, right? All right. We'll do that one. We gotta pick one of the ones that have been there. I already vaguely know what this might be about. Okay.
Did anyone else see this? Gen Z wants millennials to stop using LOL at the end of text messages.
Yep.
Guilty.
They say if you
Guilty.
still use this word, you're old.
Guilty.
Okay.
I'm guilty
That's
of
fine.
the lol. And
I don't
have
say
some
lol,
theories
though. I
as
say
to why
LOL.
millennials use it so much. I think that most of us did not grow up in a place where we were taught to confront people, right? Like this younger generation, they set their quote unquote boundaries. They want to communicate and have conversations about things. I mean, sometimes we were taught to like not push those boundaries, especially with our elders or with authority. We didn't want to rock the boat. And so we ended up with this passive aggressive lull, right? Where it could be a lull, but it's also a bit of a safety blanket. Instead of just like owning your power and owning your statement, you always need to kind of second guess it by adding a lull, especially the ladies. You know who you are. And so for me, I became aware of this from actually a Gen Z team member of mine. And he said, when you put the lull, it seems like you're not taking yourself seriously. Like you're a power woman and you add the lull, it's like you're minimizing yourself. And so I still do the lull sometimes, but I'm definitely more aware. And so while it's easy to hold on to it, I think just think about how you're using it and when, and if you're using it as a crutch or if things are actually lull. Did anyone else see this?
I think it is that. But I also think it is a buffer, like between like what you're saying and then, what you're saying next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this person makes a lot of great points that I agree with.
Yeah.
I will not stop using LOL at the end.
Yeah, it's very millennial core.
I mean, well, I'm someone who, if you know me and you know how I like text or like am in written like communication,
Yeah.
I guess metaphorically wear my heart on my metaphorical like sleeve. Where like you will know if I am being straight and to the point, or if I am being casual, being playful, being like, this is not serious.
Yeah, like that's what LOL kind of adds at the end.
Yeah, and like this is like, that like
this is unserious.
Yeah, like I may have said something serious, but adding LOL at the end makes it be like, hey, it's not that serious, or like, or like, hey, it's not super confrontational. I'm trying to make the vibes good.
yeah, that makes sense.
Keep the vibes lighthearted.
Yeah, I think that's what it does. Yeah, and I feel like we use emojis a lot too, but I do feel like Gen Z like uses emojis differently than millennials do.
I also think where we are, right in the middle of millennials, like, I think we're considered very young millennials.
Yeah. Or like zillennials.
Yeah.
Zillennials.
So we really have a foot in each side.
Yeah, like it's funny because in terms of like year, you fall a little bit more into that than I do.
I'm split right down the middle.
Yeah, but I fall into that too because I grew up in that similar time frame, right?
Yeah.
Like we're not that far apart, like age wise.
Yeah.
So it's just like I'm a millennial in the year sense, but when it comes to like understanding like Gen Z, I feel like I can understand like Gen Z pretty well. Where like I feel like older millennials, not always the case. It kind of depends on like it depends on what you're talking about, but also in terms of like media and stuff, like I feel like a lot of the time my Gen Z coworkers, like elder Gen Z, and then like me as like a younger millennial, like we have had like very similar like childhoods and things like that. So it's just like it's not as different. But some of my older Gen Z coworkers have said of younger Gen Z that they can't relate as much to younger Gen Z that's closer to Gen Alpha.
Yeah. Which
I think is fascinating.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like that's how much things have changed.
Yeah.
In like a short span of time. That's kind of interesting.
I just feel like when it was like our time, like when like us younger millennials,
like the 90s.
Yeah, when like we were like
90s,
in our prime, we were just getting shit on by the fucking boomers, being like, oh, they're killing the whatever industry, the do you remember that?
Newspapers?
Yeah, like, oh, millennials are the reason they're killing this and they're killing that.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, I definitely remember that. I remember millennials getting blamed for everything, like scapegoated. Yeah, constantly. I definitely remember that.
And then here comes Gen Z, and all of a sudden they're the hot new thing.
Yeah.
And like I always saw us as like, I don't know, like allies because of like where I guess I attribute, the internet and social media a lot to like our time. Yeah,
I think it's funny because like younger Gen Z, and really all of this is anecdotal because I'm talking mostly about my, I have coworkers of various ages, and so it's like, it's just funny that like seeing all the differences with all the just all of it, all the generations and like how they think.
Yeah.
Or like the slang and stuff. Like LOL is like I think very millennial core.
Yeah.
And like putting LOL at the end of things and like
I'm a little unapologetic about that.
Yeah, I've definitely had this similar.
Unless I'm like writing an email.
No, not an email.
Yeah, I'm not putting LOL in an email.
Text message though, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I noticed that. Like Gen Z will do a lot of like emojis instead of like actually writing LOL. Like they'll just write.
I do both.
do both. I do both too. I kind of like have one foot in, one foot out because I get the emoji thing. I think that's the point of emojis, right?
Yeah.
Expressing emotions, but I also feel like the emojis are also different. Like I feel like millennials use like the just like the crying emoji. Like crying,
the laugh crying,
the laugh crying,
or just the straight crying.
The laugh. Well, I feel like Gen Z.
Now there's two laughing emojis.
Yeah,
there's
there's
the straight one, and then there's like
I feel like the tilted one. I feel like Gen Z uses more.
Yeah, I started to use that one more because the first one, like people hated on millennials for using that one. So I'm just like
using that. I'm sorry.
I'm using the one that's like. But like,
I'd use that
but
too.
no tears.
I use that
but
all
it's
the
just
time.
Like,
yeah. I use that all the time too. But I think that's funny because even like in text language, like millennials and Gen Z text differently.
Yeah.
And I think it's just, I don't know. It's just interesting how that works. Like, that's fascinating in its own way. And it's like, honestly, low-key, if you call me old then, I don't care. Like, whatever.
I am also, I don't know what, I feel like this spans across multiple generations, but I am someone who will unapologetically use a GIF as a response. And yes, I say GIF, I don't say GIF.
Even though GIF is like the proper.
Whatever.
Yeah. I say GIF too. But yeah, like I never really got into GIFs like that personally. But like I feel like I'll use, if someone else is using, like I'll match the energy. Like if someone else is using GIFs, I'll use GIFs.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to use it like I won't start that basically is what I'm saying.
I'm sometimes comfortable with starting that.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I don't know, it might open the door.
yeah, that's fair too. Yeah, just not my general texting style, but
you know who taught, or like who I?
Your dad?
No, Rick.
Oh, it was Rick.
He always finds the best gifts,
Oh, that's
and I'm just
perfect.
like, I want to be like,
I love
I want
that.
to be like you, Rick.
I love that for him. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I never really got into gifts very much, texting wise. I was never one to write in shorthand, like through text. Like I never. Yeah, I always wrote out everything. That was never something I did. Even when we had those tap tap tap
I was
tap
gonna say
tap
that was the
tap
only
phones,
time where I was like,
even then I didn't do it. I made my life harder.
"Hi, what are you up to?"
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yeah. I didn't. I wrote out like YOU instead of just putting a U.
Yeah.
Like I didn't write just a letter R. I did like ARE.
Yeah. No. Nowadays, like I'm
Always.
using Oxford commas.
Oh yeah. Like for
perfect
real.
punctuation,
Yeah.
semicolons.
You're very good at the punctuation part in texting.
Thank you.
Like,
I try.
I throw that out the window sometimes.
I do not have autocorrect on. If I make a spelling mistake,
It is.
my punishment is I have to hit the backspace button.
Low-key, I just edit it if it's iMessage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do that too sometimes if like the option's there. Like
Yeah.
it's just like, did you mean this? I'm just like, yes.
That's
I meant
low-key
that.
great if you accidentally send it to the wrong person. Like
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. That what I hate, I don't know what it. I actually don't know what it's called, but you know when you type in something and it's trying to figure out what you're typing and then it like adds it for you.
Isn't that autocorrect?
Is it is it autocorrect? I don't know.
It adds it for
like,
you?
Yeah, like it'll just
like it's like pre-filled?
Yeah, pre-filled. Yeah, kind of like that.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if that's still considered autocorrect or not, but I hate that because 9 times out of 10 it'll do the wrong thing.
I hate it specifically when I'm using the Facebook app and I'm trying to send it on Messenger.
Yes, on Messenger.
And I'm typing a message to go along with it.
It kills me.
And Facebook has this thing where it's like, once it has predetermined what to autofill in, you cannot override that.
Yes, that's
And
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
fucking sucks. So it's just like, I gotta now hit accept on the wrong fucking word, manually backspace it on my own, and like try to type faster than what the autofill can think.
Can you turn it off? Because I
don't know. I'm too lazy to look.
I need to figure it out because it drives me up a wall. I hate it. Like I'm trying to text out these messages and it's like thinking it knows better than me, and I'm like, you don't know what I'm saying, like every time, and I'm just like, AI has not gotten far enough where like it knows exactly what I'm trying to convey, like in this very moment. I'm just like, God damn. Just like that annoys me so much.
Oh, yeah.
But in terms of the LOL, I will just be millennial to my dying day, I guess.
Yeah. I unapologetically will keep LOLing forever.
And like, that's fine if they call me old.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That doesn't bother me.
This is something where it's like, I'm unbothered by that.
Yeah, I'm not bothered by that. It's like I'm 32, I get it.
Yeah.
You gotta remind me. Like, I remind myself.
Oh. All right. So, go ahead and choose one more.
One more.
Yep.
Let's see. Ooh, my favorite piece of marriage advice.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds
My favorite
good.
piece of marriage advice.
Somebody just told me my favorite piece of marriage advice that I've gotten in recent years. So today, a friend of mine's mom was telling me her son was talking about his marriage and some of the strategies that they have to kind of maintain peace in their relationship and mutual respect and love. And he was saying his wife would come to him with a critique or a nag, and everything in his body was like, ugh, I just want to check out of this. I just want to go the other way. I want to run away. I want to deny and justify myself. And he said, but then I decide I'm going to play the part of an empathetic person who would listen and who would take the critique well. So he's like, mentally, like, I'm not on the same page, but I'm going to play the part of, the listening, helpful husband. And oftentimes he'll sit through the critique and he'll actively listen and validate her experience. And then later on, she'll be like, man, thank you for actually taking the time to listen to me. Anyway, so this guy was telling his group of friends that that's how he deals with that argument. And his friends were like, well, that's not authentic. That's not an authentic feeling. And the guy said this: it's not authentic to my feelings, but it's authentic to my values, which I thought was brilliant. So a value of theirs was trying to engage peacefully. A value of theirs was trying to hear each other out, even if they didn't feel like it. Their value was maintaining the peace and the quality of the relationship, regardless of whether they felt right or regardless of whether they thought the critique against them was wrong. Like, they realized they can bring that up at another time, maybe not in the heat of the argument. But at the time, he's like, the most important thing was to just hear her out, even if I didn't feel like it. Like, I'm trying to train myself to not run away and invalidate her experience. So even though I don't feel like it at the moment, it is authentic to what I want our relationship to be like, which is listening, respectful, etc. I just thought that was the most original marriage advice I've heard in ages. It's not authentic to my feelings, but it's authentic to my values in this relationship. Somebody just told me
What do you think of that?
I like that. I think that's good.
I like that too. Originally, I kind of had the same sentiment as like the friends. I'm just like, well, if you're playing the part, then you're not actually like feeling that.
Yeah.
But then the explanation,
Yeah.
how like,
The context helps.
how
Yeah.
like maybe it's not authentic to his feelings in that moment, but it's authentic to his values.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, there's some substance.
Yeah. Because the ultimate end goal there is connection.
Yeah.
Like, it should always be connection.
Yeah.
And I think that is the core of that,
Yeah.
that advice. It's, you're trying to connect with your partner, and ultimately that is what you want out of it. You want the relationship to work. You want the relationship to be good. And if he were to say his feelings at that point, she would end up feeling invalidated and would feel like even worse about the situation probably, and be like, oh, you're not hearing me. And I think that's where a lot of people like kind of mess up in not just marriage, but like any relationship really, but particularly when it comes to partnership, because it's like the goal should be connection, to care about it. Like, we're best friends. Like, figure it out. Be kind to one another,
Yeah, be kind of rewind.
Yeah,
No.
be kind, rewind. And it's not always easy. Like, that I'm sure wasn't easy to be like, hey, but he should also be able to like express those feelings, but like, again, like she said, at a later time.
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't have been helpful in the moment. Knowing when you should express something, I think, is like a part of like growing in a relationship, because you don't always got to say all the things you're feeling at one point. Like, you can wait and say it at another time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, that's something where it's just like, until like you hear it, it might not be like conscious in you, but like now, like hearing that, like moving forward, like you can be intentional with it.
Yeah.
And just at the end of the day, just remember, like, you're on the same team.
Yeah.
Like, you want the same things. You want this relationship to work. I mean, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, this is in the context of married people, so hopefully.
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah, in that situation too, it's like, on like a personal level, it's like, has there been times with like me and you, like we've been together 10 years, that like I haven't liked how you've handled something, or like how, maybe you said something I didn't like, but I always have to be like, hey, inside my head, be like, I love him. My feelings like matter. Yeah. But like your feelings also matter.
Yeah.
And like you do the same thing for me.
Yeah.
And that's what, at the end of the day, we're on the same team. We care about one another. Like, we want to make this work.
Yeah.
Which I think is why we've lasted so long.
Yeah.
We always try to come at like disagreements with connection and like understanding, instead of it being like, hey, I hate you and I hate what you did. Like, I'm really
we've
frustrated.
never said that.
We've never said that, yeah. But we've definitely been like, I'm frustrated with what you did, or like how you did something, or like, you know, or like I'm feeling, you know, this way or that way. Like, we've definitely done that. We've never had like knockout dragouts really, but I also think that like that's ultimately not the goal. Like, it is to be not fighting. So, but also we have had periods of like, you know, disconnection where like we weren't understanding one another very well.
Yeah.
And I think that that advice is like really good advice of just being like, you know, be present and understanding for one another, even
Yeah.
if like you aren't feeling that
Yeah.
100% in the moment. It's still an important thing to like validate each other's experiences.
Yeah. I think we both put in that effort.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I've definitely had to do that a lot when it comes to like when we have disagreements or like whatever, and then, you know, you often have to like shut down to like process things. I've had to learn over the years to be like, you know, it's not a me thing. Like, you're not shutting me out.
Mm-mm.
It's like you're trying not
I'm
to
shutting
like,
me down.
yeah, you're trying not to hurt me. Like, you're afraid of lashing out, so you don't want to do that, and so you're trying actively to not hurt me. Like, and then, you know, because of past issues I've had, I was hurt by you shutting down, but that's my problem, you know, like that's my issue. But like, that's the thing. Like, we had to be conscious of each other's stuff,
Yeah.
you know?
Like, you saw something that looked familiar to you, but like,
Yeah.
you know, the context of it all matters. Like,
Yeah, the
and, like,
context matters.
me trying to explain like what's going on and how, like, yeah, especially if I'm like trying to process things, like, you know, I realize that that's not a great time to say something while I'm in the process of processing things.
Yeah. And the biggest difference, I think, too, is that, you know, in the past I've experienced like a lot of like, we just push things under the rug.
Yeah.
Or like we don't not we, like me and you, but like in other relationships.
Yeah.
Like, we've never done that. Like, really push things under the rug and never talk about it.
Yeah.
But in many relationships I've had, it's been that way, where you push things under the rug and you don't talk about it, or like you don't talk about it for a period of time and then suddenly everything's like back to normal. There's no apology really, or like there's no resolution to it. I always like try to seek resolution like when it comes to that stuff, because I can't feel safe like without that. And I think that's a rather normal response, but a lot of things have made me feel like it hasn't been. And so I think that does matter, like being like, hey, like a reconnection period matters. And that doesn't always happen in relationships, but I've always wanted, like with a partner, like for that to be like what does happen, because it's like, I don't think we would have lasted 10 years if that didn't happen, if we both weren't like, hey, sorry, I suck sometimes, you know. Like, I feel like that's important for us to just like always go back to each other that way. And that was something we eventually got to, like with you shutting down, that like I needed to know that you came back, you know, like we will talk about this eventually if we're not talking about it like right now.
Yeah. And I remember like learning that, like, because I used to think the way it worked in my family was like, yeah, if like, even if there was no conversation, if like things just kind of like
Went back
started
to normal.
up again and went up to normal, like things were okay. Yeah. Things were okay.
Yeah. That's how kind of it was with mine as well.
And like, so I had to kind of learn that wasn't okay with you, and like you needed more than that.
Yeah.
And so I'd like to think I've learned how to navigate that now, because I didn't know before.
Yeah, which I think is fair, because
like I didn't know how to before.
Yeah, and I didn't really know how to either, because I didn't grow up in an environment where that was a thing, but that was something I wanted.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like, I feel like it feels very disingenuous to me to just be like, yeah, we're going to go back to normal and everything's good now. And I'm like, that just feels like, it feels whiplashy to me.
I absolutely get it.
Yeah.
I just think I was in a boat where just like the relief of like going back to normal was just enough to get by.
Yeah. And you were also a bit more like now non-confrontational and then maybe a bit more. So you were kind of just like, I'm good with whatever at this point.
Yeah.
Where that's where like our backgrounds are like similar but different, where like that's how my family kind of was set up too, but I hated it. I hated every second of us like things being weird but not knowing how to fix it.
Yeah.
Or like I hated every second of like there wasn't ever really an apology given most of the time. Like
my family, there was apology given, but it was always one-sided.
It was always one-sided.
Me.
Yeah, you. Yeah, that, and like I don't know. I feel like it's in friendship, in romantic partnerships, you should always apologize. You should, if you do something wrong, apologize. If you hurt someone's feelings, like apologize. Like
I also think at the same time though, like apologize if you're actually sorry.
I think you can apologize for hurting someone's feelings.
Okay, that's fair too. Yeah,
but not for the action that you did. I think that's very situational, but I think that's possible.
That's nuanced AF right
there.
Yeah,
because I feel like you can not regret your action, but you can feel sorry for the pain that it caused.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, because like sometimes that's the case. Like you may have done something that seemed like selfish or self-serving to like outside observers, but then like you did it and you feel like it's the genuine course of action for yourself.
Yeah,
and you're like, I'm sorry that hurt your feelings, and I'm sorry that you're feeling the way, that you're feeling. It's the pain that I caused is not good. I'm like, apologize for that.
And I'm sure like that might sound passive aggressive to some people, but I can see how that's like truly how you feel. It's just like, I am sorry that you were hurt by my actions, but I am not sorry for my actions or what I said or whatever.
Exactly. I think that's again the nuance of the situation, and of course that's very situational in and of itself. But yeah, it's got dark.
It's fucking daylight saving time. How much daylight you trying to save?
And it's only 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock.
It's barely 5 o'clock.
Barely.
It's like 5:03. Like, all right. But yeah, like I just think genuine apology is like important and also difficult. I get not always being the best at apologies. Like I'm still not the best at apologies either, but
I don't think anyone's good at apologies.
No, cuz you have to be like, realizing that you caused someone like pain or like you messed something up, and that's not easy.
Super vulnerable. You have to be super humble
and self-aware. Yeah.
And you got to put yourself aside.
Mm-hmm. And then some people, I think, have the opposite problem where they apologize for things that you shouldn't be sorry for.
Oh.
Yeah, like
talking to us millennials now.
yeah, it's very millennial. Like it's like, sorry, I'm apologizing for just existing at this point. Like, like at least to some people. But yeah, it's not easy. Like it's not easy to be humble all the time. It's not easy to, it just like do it and do it in a way that isn't like, oh, I'm sorry that you feel that way, like to kind of remember like the verbiage matters.
Yeah, I've learned to try not to say I'm sorry if.
Yeah, I'm sorry if.
Because then that kind of puts the problem onto them.
Yeah.
And I'll try to, if I'm truly apologizing, I'll try to say like, I'm sorry that I caused you pain by doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And not, I'm sorry if you feel that way, because that sounds like an empty backhanded like apology.
Yeah, like, and it's also not acknowledging the fact that you do feel that way.
Yeah.
That because it's
more like a if you feel that way.
Yeah, if you feel that way, like it's putting distance.
Yeah.
Like I always have to remember, like, even though that I understand, like that rolls off the tongue maybe easier for some, that how you're saying something does matter.
Yeah.
And also, and if you make a mistake with that too, like apologize for that, or like at the very least explain it. Like be like, hey, I'm not so good at this. Like I'm trying. Mm-hmm. I'm putting in effort, and I think a lot of times like that's all people need is like the effort.
Yeah.
Because like anybody in my life who's ever given me an apology for something, and like if they were saying that they're not good at this or they don't know, like that's humbling in its own way too.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to know. And
yeah. Well, I think at the end of the day, it's if we can tell you're being genuine and putting real effort in,
Yeah.
then your apology doesn't have to be perfect. We just have to like know that like you're actually trying because you want to repair like a relationship or something like that.
Yeah, like, and I think again, going back to before with the, marriage advice is it should always be about connection, and it should always be, it should always be connection based. And then, relationship repair skills are important. It's like if you make a mistake, own the mistake. Like obviously there are going to be big feelings, like within that, because like he was saying that like I might not be feeling that in the moment. That like that the true empathy of like, oh, I see your perspective, but he's realizing that, oh, I'm speaking to my wife, I care about her, I want her to be happy, I need to set my feelings aside for a moment because I care about her. Like that's the situation, and like that might not be the genuine feeling in the moment, but ultimately that's the value system that they want to set up. And I think that is a good goal to have in the whole thing, in the relationship.
100% agree. Well, all right. That is going to do it for us for those TikToks. Next week, we are going to take that week off because it's Thanksgiving. So we'll be back the following Friday. That's when I've been uploading these. But if you are a patron on our Patreon, who knows? You get early access, so be on the lookout there. But Lex, that is going to do it for us for this episode. Thank you so much for joining us and listening. Like I said, if you don't want the party to end, consider joining us over on Patreon, where we do some extra content and you'll get early access to episodes. Or if you'd rather, you can just buy us a coffee. We love our coffee at buymeacoffee.com/nuancedafpod. But if you want a free way to support, consider subscribing to us on YouTube. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that our channel can be monetized. Again, any and all proceeds will go towards our wedding fund. Also, thank you for the first 10 subscribers. I think we're up to 13 now on there.
That's your favorite number.
That's my favorite number. A small but very important first milestone for us.
Yeah.
So thank you, everyone over there. You can find all our links in the description /show notes or at linktree/nuancedafpod, linktr.ee/nuancedafpod. Thank you so much for joining us and listening. And remember, in a world where nothing is black and white, it's our jobs as human beings to find, understand, and be that nuance, because we are all nuanced AF.